Open Bevel gear and go to the right side view and then start a new sketch on the right side plane. And I'm going to hit F7 for slice graphics, and over here is the projected origin. I'll draw a line from the projected origin over to about like this, and I'll come down and I'll come back up perpendicular to that line. I'm going to change these two lines to construction, and I'll change this one to a construction center line. I'm then going to dimension the angle between here and here as 18.5. And I'm going to dimension the diametral dimension from here to here as 2.0625. And let's change that to 4 decimal places so we can keep track of that. Okay, then I'm going to dimension the length of this line, and I'm going to put in a long string of numbers. So I'm going to set this dimension as 3.43719205866955. Alright, so this will give me the pitch cone for this bevel gear. So I will then do a revolve as a surface body, this line about this center line. We'll save that. Then open the part Bevel Pinion 2. I'll go to the right side view, and again I'll start a new sketch on the right side plane. I'll hit F7. Here is the projected origin. I'm going to draw a line from the projected origin over about like that, down like this, and back up like that. I'm going to change these two lines to construction lines. I'll change this one to a center line. I will then dimension the angle between this line and this line as 18.5. I will then draw a line from this corner over horizontally and up to here. Make sure that this line is perpendicular to the center line. I'll change these two lines to construction, and then I'll change this one to a center line. I'll then dimension the diametral dimension from this center line over to here as 2.0625. And let me put that to 4 decimal places. I will then dimension the length of this line, and I'm going to put in again a long list of numbers. This will be 1.149105727484888. And I might want to put that out to as many number of decimal places, although even if I do the tolerance, it's not going to show all the decimal places that I put in there. I think I put in 10 decimal places, not just 8. Alright, I will then revolve this around this axis as a surface body. And before I do that, let's get this number onto the clipboard. So I'm going to highlight this number and Control C to put that onto my clipboard. And then I'll do the revolve as a surface body. This line about this axis. I'll save this part. I'll then open Bevel Drive Pinion 2, go to the right side view, start a new sketch on that right side plane, F7 for slice graphics. I will draw a line from the origin over horizontally, back down at an angle, back up. Make sure you don't click on the midpoint of this line. Back up perpendicular to this line. I'll change these two lines to construction, change this one to a center line, and I'll draw an additional line from here over to here. Make sure that this line is perpendicular to this one, and I'll change these two to construction, and I'll change this one to a center line. I will then dimension the diametral dimension from this center line over to this point as 2.0625. 2.0625, and I might put that as a tolerance of 4 decimal places so that I can see that number. Alright, I'll put my angle of 18.5 degrees in here, and then I'm going to dimension this line, and I put that number onto the clipboard, so I'll Control V to paste. And so that's 1.149105727484888. I will finish sketch, do revolve as a surface body. This line about this center line. And so that gives me the cone for this. Now when you're putting the constraints, the rolling cone on cone in your assembly, use this circle right here on each one of the cones. That circle determines the ratio between the gears.